Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is Nashville at the 21st century, and we're fortunate to have with us to talk about some of the developments dealing with Nashville, Tennessee at the 21st century, the mayor of Nashville, Tennessee, Mayor KDean. And of course, KDean, let me welcome you, Mayor, to the show this morning.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
And to tell you how delighted we are to have you here with us, Mayor Dean. As a matter of fact, I think we've had over the last many years almost every person who has been mayor of the city of Nashville and that place at one time or another, and we certainly appreciate your willingness to come and to talk to us about some of the things that are happening in Nashville and some of the things that you have in terms of what you would like to see happen in Nashville. But before we get into that, Mayor Dean, let's give you an opportunity to talk about your background, your education, and give our audience some idea in terms of how you got to where you are today, and then we'll talk about other things.
Okay, well, I was actually born in South Dakota, and I am 52 years old now, and I grew up in a small town in Massachusetts named Gardner, which is about 60 miles west of Boston. I graduated from high school and went to college at Columbia in New York City, and then I moved to Nashville to go to law school in 1978. And while in law school, I met a woman named Ann Davis, who is a lifelong resident of Nashville. And Ann persuaded me that Nashville is where I wanted to live, and she's a lawyer here now in town, and we have 3 kids.
Okay.
And then as a young lawyer, I became an assistant public defender, and then ran for the office of public defender in 1990, and was reelected in 94 and 98. In 1999, Mayor Purcell asked me to be the city's law director, essentially run the city's law department, to be the chief lawyer for the city. And I did that up until January of 2007, when I resigned to run for mayor. And then I went through that campaign and was elected in September and took office just a little less than 5 weeks ago, 5 months ago, excuse me.
And I think by now, after being at least, what, 5 months on the job, Mayor, you should be able to give us a fairly good idea in terms of some of the things that are going on in Nashville at this time. And if you would do that, I would like to see if we might be able to talk about some of what you might consider to be the priority items of your administration, but some of the things that are really, after 5 months, that people are really concerned about, and we could talk about it the rest of this segment.